What's up, guys? It's Stealth here, and I'm back in Star Wars Knights of the Republic 2. Alright, we have one member of this team we have not turned into a Jedi yet. Mira! And we could do it all in, hopefully, a couple conversations. Let's do this.
Oh, hey. Can I ask you something?
Something wrong?
Your face. You have this glow. I mean, not a real glow, but it's like you're calm. At peace, but it's more than that. You haven't been chewing on spice, have you?
When one is touched... I screwed that up so badly. When one is in touch with the Force, others can feel it.
Oh, well, it shows. It's like you're hooked up to a power coupling. It's weird. I mean, not bad weird, just weird. For a minute there, I thought you and Atten... But it's just the Force.
Me and Atten what?
You know, hooked up a power coupling. You know?
We don't have that kind of relationship.
Got it. Just checking.
Here's some questions I wanted to ask.
Go ahead and ask.
You seem... We're not going to mention the restless thing. Why don't you kill your targets?
I've killed people before, but not if I don't have to.
Because all life is connected and Malkior... Oh, yes. Because all life is connected and Malkior proved it. You know what the loss of family means, even to your targets.
Oh, do I? Is that it? How you could ever possibly hope to understand is beyond me. Jedi don't have family. I know what happened at Malkior 5, and I know Jedi didn't care about life there.
I never stopped trying to protect others, even at Malkior.
Get away from me. The next time you come and ask me a question, I swear I'll shoot you in the head and dump you out the airlock. What do you want now?
I wanted to apologize.
Whatever, don't worry about it. It's just a sore subject with me.
Still, I'm sorry you lost your family at Malkior.
Yeah, well, they're dead. That's how that story ends. But not everybody's story has to end with losing their family or their loved ones. And not all the bounty hunting I do is for criminals or killers.
What do you mean?
There's a lot of lost people out there. Scattered ever since the Mandalorian Wars. And sometimes, it's like you can almost hear them. Like an echo, calling out for each other. And maybe, just maybe by finding them, I can start putting the galaxy back together.
All things are connected to the Force. From such acts of kindness, great things may come.
Maybe. We'll see. I don't even know why I'm telling you this. But you're not getting anything else out of me.
Fair enough. I had some questions.
Shoot.
Were you raised in Nar Shaddaa?
Yeah, more or less. I wasn't born there. I just ended up there.
What happened to your fam... we know what happened to your family.
Well, the war happened. The first one, against the Mandalorians. I had family right up until the end. It's not really a new story. You hear it all over the galaxy. It's what happens after the wars are over that you don't hear much about.
They died in the final battle. We know this, but what's actually we don't.
I think so. After Revan crushed the Mandalorians, planets throughout the Republic were flooded with refugees. I was just one of the others. Me? I got passage to Nar Shaddaa. From there, not much you can do, so I became a bounty hunter.
How could you have lost family to Malkior 5? There were no colonies. It was a taboo world to the Mandalorians.
Take a guess, Jedi. Only 2 groups of people would have lost family at Malkior. And Jedi don't have families.
Mandalorian, eh?
As much as any slave becomes a Mandalorian. They took prisoners on every world they conquered to bolster their ranks. And they took a lot of worlds.
So you were a slave?
When I was young, yeah. They mostly used me to carry ammo packs and munitions. Toward the end of the war, they needed everyone they could get. They taught me to fight, to hunt, to survive. I was part of their squad, even when I was young. Everyone served as part of the unit, and I felt like I had a place there. After Malkior, it really didn't matter anymore. The Mandalorians lost. Bad. But you know that.
I regret the loss of life at Malkior, but there was no choice left.
Yeah, I know. I saw the worlds they left behind them during the war. That kind of stays with you, I haven't forgotten it. What happened at Malkior, they probably deserved it.
You don't sound too happy about it.
Should I be? Maybe I should ask you if you're happy about all the Jedi who died on Malkior 5. Maybe it felt like you lost family there, but I doubt it.
They had to be stopped.
Yeah, I know. That kind of...
Other questions.
Alright.
Why did you become a bounty hunter?
I'm good at finding people, so I used it to make credits.
Finding people in Nar Shaddaa seems a little difficult.
Not if you know your target. Usually you get a hollow or rough description, and then you just sort of listen to it, get a feel for him or her, and start walking.
Walking?
This is a little hard to explain, but Nar Shaddaa's got a flow, a life to it. You see all kinds of aliens and life there, and it's got currents.
Like sewer pipes?
You know your target, you can feel them. Know where they're going to go. And sometimes, you know where they're going to be before they do. I'm good at finding people. Because when they're lost or out of place, it's like something's wrong inside them. And that's why I hunt.
I have some other questions, but that seems very Jedi-like.
Go ahead and ask.
Tell me a little bit about Hanhar.
Hanhar's only a bounty hunter because that's the closest word for what he does. He's not out for credits. It's more vicious than that, and it runs a lot deeper. It's like he's out to make the whole galaxy suffer. Every living thing in it. He wants to break them, ruin them. And when they can't suffer anymore, he wants them dead.
What happened between you guys?
I didn't kill him once. Biggest mistake ever.
What do you mean?
Do you really want to hear this?
I'd like to know.
Well, Hanhar and me go way back, in the worst possible way. He's from some forest planet on the Outer Rim where Zerka had set up one of their slaving operations.
Do you know the name of his homeworld?
I don't remember the name. Something with too many K's and Y's. It sounds like you're gargling Ronto spit when you say it.
Do you know what species he is?
No idea. He's just Hanhar. I hope there aren't any more like him. I get the impression he's not a good representative of his people, though. He's the equivalent of a mad calf hound among Rontos. Some of Voga the Hutt's men said Hanhar killed his own tribe, but those two crud thugs lie every time they open their mouths, so who knows?
So he was a slave?
Well, not for long. Once off planet, Hanhar escaped from the Zerka slavers, then killed them all.
Why was he wearing those cuffs?
I don't know. I always thought he just liked using them as weapons.
Well, sounds like Zerka deserved it.
Well, before you get too teary-eyed, Hanhar figured Zerka had the right idea. I don't think he understood the concept of slavery before, at least on the scale that Zerka practiced it. But now he did. You ever hear of Dursan 3, or the ID cluster colonies?
Weren't they destroyed?
Right. That's because Hanhar happened. He makes what happened to his homeworld look like an exercise in community building. He's not a bounty hunter. He's a slaver. A predator. It's like he's out to enslave or kill every human in the galaxy, like he's trying to settle some huge score or debt. I don't get it, but he's dangerous.
Who did he work with?
Anyone who paid credits. And sometimes, he just hunted humans for sport. The ones who survived, he sold to the exchange, to the huts, to anyone who'd buy bodies. Living or dead. He and Voga used to do big credit transactions. That hut really liked the look of unwrinkled humans for some reason. Didn't make him too popular with the other huts, let me tell you.
How do you factor in?
I was prey. And not only did I escape, but I saved his life while doing it. He's been hunting me ever since.
He wants to capture you?
I don't pretend to understand it, but among his people, they have these codes of honor. But somewhere along the line, Hanhar's got twisted. His people form these things called life debts. If you save the life of one of them, they pledge themselves to you.
Doesn't sound too bad.
Well, with Hanhar, he can't escape that life debt. It's bred into him. But he hates every other living thing in the galaxy, so pledging himself to someone else, especially a human, was unbearable. So when I saved his life, it was the worst thing I could do. It was like slavery all over again. But it was in his head. It was like it pushed him over the edge.
What do you mean?
A life debt to Hanhar is the death sentence. He'll hunt you until you're dead. When I saved his life, it meant he had to kill me. And so he kept chasing me in hopes I would die. I think the fact I showed him mercy after hating humans for so long, that was something he couldn't stand.
That life debt makes no sense.
Yeah, tell me about it. Like I said, I get the impression a life debt's supposed to be a gift. But to Hanhar, it's more like a curse to both people involved.
What if someone else saved his life? Would he try to kill them?
Probably. But if he had multiple life debts, especially to humans, Hanhar would probably go mad. He was angry before, sure, but he'd be 10 times worse if that happened.
Worse?
Hanhar's tough. Really tough. And when he loses it, it's like nothing can stop him. Seen him shrug off blaster bolts, Bothan stunners, and even survive a freighter crash on Dursan 3. He keeps coming.
And he regrets that he's gone?
Oh, I'm glad he's gone. It's like a weight off my shoulders. I don't have to keep watching my back every minute, wondering when he's gonna show up. And he always did. It's like he always knew where I was.
Any chance he's still alive?
Trust me, if he was still alive, he'd be chasing us even now, waiting to ambush us when we least expect it. And he always shows up at the worst possible time. He was one of the best bounty hunters on Nar Shaddaa. Hanhar never gives up on his prey. Or his life debts. He's a hunter. He's a natural predator.
Alright, what if someone else saved his life? No, how did you save his life, actually?
You know, it's a long story, and I'm kind of tired of talking about it right now.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, something...
Questions.
Shoot.
Where'd you get the rocket launcher?
Made it. It's custom for me, which is a good thing, because I wouldn't want anyone using it against me. I can show you how to make rockets, though, if you'd like. All it requires is a good skill with demolitions.
Sweet.
Anything else you wanted to know?
Talk?
Talk.
Just wanted to get I wanted to get to know you a little better is all.
Why, you trying to be my mother? No thanks. Already had one. Somewhere.
I thought you might need a friend.
No thanks. I didn't need friends on Nar Shaddaa, and I don't need them now.
Alright.
Go ahead.
You seem restless.
It's all this traveling, being trapped in the ship. Everything's just too quiet.
Well, savor it while it lasts.
I'd rather be doing something, somewhere with people, activity, some life.
Like Nar Shaddaa?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been off planet. Guess I got used to it.
How so?
Well, Nar Shaddaa may be one of the biggest cesspits in the galaxy, but it's got a life to it. Activity. Aliens, people, refugees. It's like noise, but relaxing. Like the hum of a hyperdrive.
Kreia showed me how to listen to Nar Shaddaa once. How all life there is connected, is bound to each other.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't go that far. I'll believe it when I see it.
Maybe one day I'll be able to show you.
No thanks. You can keep your Jedi training to yourself. I already know Nar Shaddaa better than you ever will.
That's the influence I needed to get to the other thing.
Well, I don't like to... Alright.
Questions. What happened?
I didn't kill him. Are you Well, huh? I
had to skip this.
I don't... You ever hear... It's like... It's his...
Come on.
And he... Probably... On scene... Probably... On her scene... Probably... On her scene... Oh, and he... And he...
Alright, here we go. So how did you save his life?
Well, as happens on Nar Shaddaa, I made someone mad. Mad enough for them to send Hunter after me. Turns out they were even able to get him cheap. He'd heard about me and wanted to hunt me down, for sport. He didn't think I'd be much of a challenge.
And you proved him wrong?
Well, he tried to box me down in vents beneath the Nar Shaddaa docks, and he'd set one too many proximity mines to cover the escape routes.
Why mines?
I think he'd hoped to drive me into the mines and then let them do the work. Or that I'd be too scared to try and walk through them. Thing is, I knew Hanhar's supplier, and the trigger signatures for the mines. It was pretty easy to broadcast a signal to blind their sensor receptors for a minute or two. I figured that would buy me enough time to move through them and get away.
Sending out a jamming signal for proximity mines is not a simple trick.
No, it isn't. I spent most of my childhood hauling mines and munitions. Got to know my way around them. If I hadn't, I wouldn't be here right now.
So what happened with Hanhar and the mines?
Like I said, I disarmed the trigger fuses for enough of the mines to get by, temporarily. And Hanhar was pretty fast on my trail. I just made it to safety when he hit the first one. The blast leveled the entire ventilation section, and Hanhar was caught right in the middle, and he survived. Barely.
Barely?
He was crawling around, blinded from the flash and the plasma burns. And it happened so fast. All the blood had been scabbed and crusted from the flash. I had the drop on him, and even blind, he knew it. He could still hear me. My ears were ringing from the blast, but I could hear him. I think he was begging me to let him live. His voice, it wasn't a roar, more like an echo of it. I suppose I should have killed him, but I couldn't do it. He was in pain, he was helpless. So I dragged him out of there enough to get him to safety, and he kept hunting me ever since. He said he'd pursue me to the edge of the galaxy. No matter where I ran, he would find me and break me, that I would always be prey.
Sometimes it's stronger to spare a life than take it.
Maybe. I've thought about that moment. A lot. Wondered if I would do things differently if I had another chance.
Alright, now, Jedi time.
So, it's gotta... Yeah.
Maybe one day I'll be able to show you.
No thanks.
Dang nabbit!
Yeah, something...
There's gotta be something I can do. Why don't you kill your targets?
I've killed people before. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't...
Okay.
Yeah, something.
Uh...
Yeah. It's got a... No thanks.
Come on!
Alright.
Do you understand men?
Sure, they're easy. That's why I dress like this. When they're looking down to check you out, you can usually smash them on the base of the skull or deliver an uppercut that knocks them flat.
Make it sound easy.
It's simple. When you want a man, you jab him with a Bothan stunner, then while he's screaming in pain, slap some stun cuffs on him. Then starve him for 2 or 3 days until he becomes open to suggestion, then double check his bounty and see if he's worth anything.
That sounds more like hunting.
Call it what you want. Me? I love my targets. Yeah, so...
There's gotta be something I could do.
Yeah. It's what... Me? I'm good at finding people. No. I'm good.
God dang it, I want to make you a Jedi right now.
So... I'd rather we... Yeah. It's got...
That's not really how I saw Nar Shaddaa. Or no, let's do this. Interesting way of putting it, it's true.
Yeah? Didn't think I'd hear a Jedi ever refer to Nar Shaddaa like that.
Life has a certain energy about it, especially in Nar Shaddaa.
Yeah, right. Save the philosophy for some Padawan.
Maybe one day I'll be able to show you.
Maybe one day?
Yes!
I'll let you.
Come with me and let me show you what Kreia showed me.
Alright, but I doubt you're gonna show me anything I don't already know. And when you show me, don't act like a tourist. It attracts predators.
I just had to choose a different dialogue option in that area. Alright, let's take her. Let's do it. Let's get it out of the way. Done. Let's also get Handmaiden, because it's kind of weird that she's still in her underwear. Okay.
Ready.
Let's put this on you. Let's put your robe on. Take this thing. This. Oh god. Your skills still suck. A lot. Okay. I don't know what to give you. Okay. This feat is a good one. I guess more melee attack stuff? I don't know what else to give you. I'm really confused. Throw lightsaber. Probably the next power I'll have to get. Critical strike. Running out of ideas here. What to give you? Let's give you mobility. Advanced throw lightsaber. Still going. You don't use blasters really, though. I guess these'll do. Let's give you... Nope. Stun. Okay, you're done. Actually, Mira is gonna get dressed in her... ballistic mesh. The ballistic mesh. Okay, let's do this. But let's stop by the workbench real quick, because I need to make lightsabers for both Mira and Handmaiden. We gotta make... Oh, it's another, I forgot. We need to make a normal lightsaber for Mira and a double-bladed for Handmaiden. So Handmaiden will get this one. Alright, Handmaiden's got that one. And then Mira will soon get the other one. We gotta get over there first.
What's wrong? Why are you stopping?
I want you to stand here and listen.
I've been by here hundreds of times. There's nothing special about it.
No, there is. You can feel the Force here.
No, I don't believe in the Force. It's Jedi tricks, sleight of hand.
It's what you do, and I can prove it.
This I'd like to see. It's not gonna hurt, is it?
No, but it may help you put life and all its hopes in perspective. Feel the currents here on Nar Shaddaa, the ebb of life. A simple kindness can be given to another.
Feel the currents here on Nar Shaddaa, the ebb of life. A simple kindness can be given to another.
This is the Force, and all our choices from the greatest to the smallest affect each other, and the echoes travel.
This is the Force, and all our choices, from the greatest to the smallest, affect each other, and the echoes travel.
Awaken, Mira.
I can feel this planet. I can't shut it out. It's louder now, it hurts. All these people.
You can learn to shut it out. There are Jedi techniques for calming the mind.
But if I become a Jedi, I'll have to turn myself in for the credits.
If you become a Jedi, Mira, such things will no longer concern you.
Are you gonna train me?
Only if you want me to. I've shown you the way, but I can't force you down the path.
I want to become like you. I want to be strong. I don't want to be afraid or alone anymore. I want to keep running and looking and never feel like I'm finding what I'm looking for. I am tired of being hunted. When the galaxy takes something from me, I want the power to let go. And I want the power to heal the echo when it's gone.
One can live their whole life with such echoes, Mira, but I can teach you to accept them.
That sounds all right from where I'm standing.
She's now a Jedi Sentinel. Yes!
Ready?
Now you get to level up as a Jedi. And you still have a ton of skills, because the Sentinel has a ton of skills. It's really not fair how many skills Sentinels have. Okay, feats. It's feat time. Focus lightsabers. Let's give you close combat. Improve close combat, I mean. Let's get critical strike. Heal. Force push. I'm gonna train her into a mini-me, basically. Advanced Jedi Defense. Let's see. Master Defense. Let's give you Power Attack. Let's give you an increase to your Charisma. Okay. Master Power Attack. Let's give you Stun and Stun Droid. Right. Let's give you Empathy and Gearhead. Let's give you Sable Droid. Alright. Improved caution and improved empathy. Master heal. Oh. Cancel. We want to swap this for this. Alright. She's got a lightsaber. You got a lightsaber. I got a lightsaber. We all got lightsabers.
I wanted to say thanks for what you showed me on Nar Shaddaa. It's gonna take some time to let it sink in, but thanks. I feel alive.
It was not my doing. I merely showed you what you could do.
It's strange, but it feels right somehow, like a piece inside me just clicked into place.
Alright. Well, it's all well and good. Now, the reason I give Atton and Mira their armors, their specific clothing armors, is because, what is it? It's, it doesn't restrict force powers. And it's really decent compared to whatever I could come up with as far as robes go. And it looks a lot better, too. They look stylish. Okay, so, like, all my characters are Jedi, but there is 2 party members we have not recruited yet. 2 of them.
If you've got some time, I'd like to see what I can upgrade for you.
Yes, I do have a few moments to spare for your work. I would like to know what he is doing here, though.
He helps me out with repairs. That isn't a problem, is it?
I suppose not. Perhaps in working on my circuitry, your assistant will learn something about how a fully functional droid is constructed.
Just ignore him and let's get to work.
I would appreciate that. Our group has little in the way of time to spare, and I would not want to delay you from your other duties.
Right. Let's get you open. See what you can do. I have to say, you are put together quite well. That wasn't much to do.
As I told you, my design is streamlined and efficient, though I am pleased that you were able to make some improvements, and this was not just a waste of my valuable time.
There were a few things from my remote that I was able to integrate into your construction.
I see. Well, thank you. I'll let you get back to your work.
Goto's got a permanent bonus. Oh, that was quick. I got a new armor system, didn't I? The Shah warrior armor. Well, how's it different from my robes? Okay, it just looks straight up better. It just looks so much better. That's just it. Now we need a blue crystal to match it, like a light blue crystal. Armor. Let's see if I can make anything more useful. I cannot make armor ply 4 because repair skills gotta be out the wazoo. I can't make that because I'm 1 short. So I can just apply what I have to it. That works for me. Okay, we have... Well, Bayadur's done. Atton's mostly done. We need to do some other stuff with him that's not related to Jedi training. Mira's done. T3! T3! Finish! Must finish you. Computer. Yes! Oh, didn't work. Repair? Didn't work either. Alright, never mind. That did not work. Thank God Handmaid is in robes. We can talk to Kreia. HK, Kreia, and Atton. Oh, Visas! Visas! Dang it, I forgot about her. We'll talk with her too. Alright, we'll take care of that in the next video, guys. That's gonna be it from me. See you then.